You had some good picks though, man.
Yeah.
That
So
was a
did
lot of
you.
fun.
I had no idea Tommy Lee had a sister. New metal, kind of back in the 90s, 2000s, there was quite a few females around. Not necessarily just on vocals, but just,
Sure.
in these bands. And it
Yep.
was super cool to see. So I wanted to kind of try and do something fun. And it's like and basically pose the question, if you could form an all-female band out of those musicians, who would be in that band?
That's tough, man.
It is tough.
It's tough.
So I wanted to see who you would pick and, compared to who I would
Okay.
pick.
Okay,
You know what I
fun.
mean?
Yep. And we did a little bit of homework on this.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
right. There are a lot of, female musicians, especially today. Oh my goodness,
Mhm.
But yeah, back in the day it was, and I think what was cool about it, especially back in the day in, late 90s, early 2000s stuff, it was so like prominent when there was a female in the band. And
Mhm.
I will say this, and you're probably gonna, I'm sure you'll remember this, but like there was a point when we were pushing to get a female in our band.
Yeah.
And we there was I don't remember her name. Do you remember her name? I don't know. But kudos to her. I can't remember her name. Poor thing.
I don't. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I'm sorry.
Listening to
But
this.
yeah, we had a gal that was, real serious about joining our band. She played keyboards. She
Mhm.
was
Yeah.
very, very good at what she
Mhm.
did.
Yeah.
She fit well with us. She hung out with us a bunch of times. She was super fun.
Yeah.
Um,
Why did we not move forward again?
I don't remember, dude.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
remember. I think
Not
she
that
might have,
anybody gives a
I think
shit,
she
but
just backed away, I think is what it was.
no, we scared her off.
Yeah, no, I think Cameron's scared. I'm just joking. No, I think if I recall, I think it just, I think she just decided that it was too much for her, I think is what it was. Like
Yeah, that'll
we
happen.
had her come hang out with us a couple times at rehearsals, came into the studio with us. I think she even played with us a few times, added some stuff to what we were doing, which was cool. We had her come when we opened for the Misfits, and she came to that show and stuff like that. And it really seemed like it was going to happen and stuff, but for some reason it fizzled out. But either which
Yeah.
way, she was rad. I think she would have fit well with the band and everything. It would have
Yeah.
been cool. But either which way, it doesn't matter. Coming back to what we're talking about though, yeah, this is interesting though. Because again, what I had a struggle with was finding, these women that do well with the instrument, but how would they vibe together as far as like that
Mhm.
creation of music? And that's where I think it's a little bit tougher. So,
It's interesting
um,
that you phrase it that way because I'm
yeah.
second guessing one of my choices.
Well, that's the thing. So I know like my list is probably going to seem a little outlandish, but I have my reasons though.
Sure.
So
Okay.
let's start
Would
with let's start with drums
sure.
because I guarantee I'm going to probably shock you when I lay out mine.
It's if we're
But
thinking the same ones, I'm
wouldn't that be
done.
funny? Wouldn't that be fun? I think
I
I think
quit. I
I,
quit
I
if
quit.
it's the
Dude,
same.
if it is, we need a high five through the camera. No,
All right.
but
Who you got?
I
Who you
think
got? Who you
I
picking?
think the low hanging fruit, everybody's going to think of like Mercedes, because I think
Mhm.
she's
From Kitty.
probably, and I'm not picking her by the way, but I think she's probably
Oh
one
no, we
of the
did pick the
most,
same person.
huh?
I
You think
said,
we
oh
do?
no, we did pick the same person.
Okay, we'll find
Okay,
out.
no, sorry to interrupt. Keep going.
No, no, no. I didn't pick Mercedes. I think she's a great drummer. I think she's kind of the queen of, as far as I'm concerned, of Kitty is just up there, dude. I mean, it's like
Mhm.
they are like the godmother of, I think, new metal.
Yeah.
And I think that what they did with Courtney and all these other people, it's like they're kind of like taking them under their wing and stuff like that. And that's cool. So a lot of kudos goes to Kitty. I love Kitty. I think yeah, I just have so many fond memories of just all that. It just when I think of new
Sure.
metal, Kitty is one of the bands that pops up that I just think of that aura of everything. It was great. But either which way, so I'm gonna go way sideways. I don't even know why I'm talking so much about Kitty and Mercedes, but I'm gonna go way sideways. So I was thinking Athena Lee, who is actually Tommy Lee's sister, And so she actually played for, I know you get the look on your face, you're like,
Okay,
wait,
we
new
did not
metal?
pick the same person.
I'm telling you. So now Athena Lee, she
Who did
played
she
for a
play for?
band called Crunk, which was a rap metal band, and she was freaking solid. She was a solid drummer. She's a very similar style to like Tommy Lee, where she's just really freaking solid with
Oh,
what she does. And Crunk is a fun band. And
never heard
I
him.
yeah, you got to listen to them. It's pretty fun. Is it the best rap metal band out there? No. But I'll tell you what though, her freaking drumming is really good. And so again,
Wow.
she's way up there in age now. So I don't if we're saying
Sure.
hopefully we're just picking like,
Yeah, like,
whatever. I don't
in
know
their
if they could get
prime,
together now in their prime exactly,
at the
but
peak of their career, you
right.
know. Interesting. I'm gonna have to check that
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Check out Crunk. Yep,
Wow.
they're pretty
Crunk.
fun. Pretty fun.
Okay.
Okay, who do you got?
Wow. I went with Martina from Drain STH.
Oh, that's a
Now,
good one.
it's like there's a lot of, are they new metal? Are they not new metal? It's like, well, they kind of
Dude,
get
that's
lumped into the
been
goth thing, but they were kind of the goth fringe of new metal, you
yeah.
know. It was very simplistic and it was very, to the point. But she was amazing.
She was amazing. I completely
Hmm.
forgot about her. And
Hmm.
Drain STH is good though, man.
Yeah, and they're on my list of people to talk about for sure. Um, I saw them 7, 8, 9, 10 times back in those days.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah,
They
they're
toured with
really
Typo
good.
Negative a lot.
Yep, really good. Now, what you
Mhm.
would okay, so see, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on this. I would have kind of called them post grunge if you asked me, but
They're kind of
um
in the middle there, kind of where
yeah,
Full Devil Jacket, like kind
Full
of in
Devil
that
Jacket, exactly.
arena,
Yeah, but
you know.
yeah, I forgot about her. Yeah, Drain STH
Yeah,
is really good though.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a good pick.
Oh, I love that band. I
Okay,
love that band.
okay. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning
And I
towards
like
your pick
her.
now.
I like her drumming style because,
Yeah,
she was very conservative
yep,
and she didn't try to take over what was
correct.
going on. So, it's like when the guitar riff is really simple, it's a simple drum beat,
Right.
which is kind of the point because it left space for the vocals and, it made it heavier
Yeah.
somehow,
Well, yeah,
when you listen to like
she let
horror
the song
wrestling.
breathe, you
Hmm.
know.
And she
Yeah,
sang
she's
too.
yep, yep.
She was
Just
singing too.
yeah, she's just a good overall musician, you know.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good pick actually. Gosh dang it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with yours. I think Athena, you're gonna have to take a sidestep here. Sorry.
I'm
That's
still
good.
fascinated that Tommy Lee has a sister.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she's awesome, man. She's not you wouldn't know that they're brother and sister. They're playing style, but they don't really have a
Personality wise, they're
new. No, he's a little bit more flamboyant. That's why you didn't know they're brother and sister. Um, that and she's probably never done porn, but
yeah, well, yeah. Tommy
okay.
dabbles.
So bass. In this one,
Yeah.
I am gonna go. I want to go first because I gotta go right on the nose with this one. But I'm gonna pick Raina Foss with bass because
Oh,
I just, dude, I'm telling you, I don't care what anybody says. She is what she epitomized back then, and from Coal Chamber, and like just
mhm.
like her persona on stage and just everything was like I just really felt like she was new metal, if that makes sense, and it's
Yeah.
like she just had the look, she had the sound, she just her live performances, she just to me is somebody who I will pick over and over again on that one. Again, very
Yeah.
on the nose, but that's who I'm going with.
Interesting. I went the other way. I went with Nadja,
Ah, dude. Okay.
the one
That's
who
a good
replaced
pick.
her.
That's a good pick. Yep.
you
And
know,
she's good.
um,
Yeah, and she's
yeah.
she's solid. I would,
Mhm.
albeit probably a little bit more talented as well, but yeah.
And I went with her because it seemed like she would work well with others,
True. Yep.
you know?
Yep. Probably because
I
she's
don't
had to,
know. Well, I mean, I don't, yeah, I don't know. she's still around, and I think she's doing all the cold chamber stuff
Yeah,
and all of
that's
that,
what I was gonna
and
say.
she's
Yeah,
doing
she's
guitar like
pro.
bass stuff and all that. So she's
Yep.
like kind of right there. So I'm like, yeah, okay. Was she the embodiment of cold chamber? No,
No,
but she filled the gap pretty nice.
but if you put her and Martina though together though, that's gonna be.
I think it would
Yep, that would
work.
vibe very well.
Mhm.
Okay. Well,
That's what I
but okay,
thought.
so let's see here.
And it would
So
be like, you're
I'm think
leaning more in the goth new metal
correct.
direction
Yeah.
with that. So you can kind of see where I'm going with it.
Right. I was gonna say, so like again, you put Athena, who again, very much rap metal kind of a
Yeah.
thing with those solid drums with Reina. Again, it kind of lines this way. But okay, so I got my band going, you got your band going.
Yeah.
Okay. So I
Yeah.
see where we're going.
Yeah.
Okay, but all right. So that's interesting. Okay, so
Yeah.
guitarist.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're gonna pick the same person here. And
I've been trying to get her on the show.
okay, so I think we're gonna pick the same person. Maybe
Yeah.
not. Maybe not.
Who you got?
I cannot. I'm sorry. I cannot. But I cannot pronounce her last name. But Sharon from 5.0.
Ooh.
So
No.
no, we
She
didn't.
was going to be my second
Okay.
guitar player.
How do you pronounce her last name? Do you know?
I'm not sure, to be honest with
I can't.
you.
Sharon. That's all I know her as.
Yeah. I
Sharon
went
G.
with I went with Fallon Bowman,
Oh, there you go.
the
Yeah,
original
I
guitar
thought
player in
about
Kitty.
Fallon as well. That's interesting because again, her freaking writing style is really really good too. And I when she left Kitty, I think it hurt that band really really
Mhm.
bad.
They
I
went in a
know
different direction.
they went in a completely different direction, and I
Probably why she
think
left.
no disrespect to Kitty at all, because again, I just got done talking about how they were like one of the first and best to ever do it and stuff. But I think that Kitty with Fallon was the best version of them. Um, they went full metal and less new metal when Fallon
Yeah.
left, and which
Mhm.
I think was too bad. And but either which way,
It was,
Kitty's still
the
amazing.
industry was starting to go that way. So I mean, I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it was a kind of a conscious decision. I'm willing to bet, and she didn't agree with it and probably took off.
yeah.
But I'll keep trying to get her on the show, and um, but but yeah, but I did remember like when we were talking about this before when we were off mic, I told you I had two guitar players. Sharon was the
Oh,
other one, but then
okay.
when you
There
were
you go.
talking about how they would all work together and fit, I'm like, yeah, she's not going to work
No,
with these other ladies. So,
I like that
but
though.
yeah.
That's a good pick.
And naturally, for my group, there's only one woman who could front that band.
Okay.
Any guesses?
Mm, I oh, I'm gonna say hold on here. I gotta think of what her name is. Just a second. uh is it Christina from Lacuna Coil?
Yep,
Ah,
100%. Christina Scavia.
I
Yeah,
knew it. I knew
yeah.
it.
I mean, those four together,
Yeah.
forget about it.
That'd be
Forget it.
incredible. Dude, you're right though. That'd be a heck of a band. I don't think you're off on any of those.
See, had I had put Sharon in there with them, I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna work. But those
Yeah.
four together,
I think they would just get along well too, and their writing
yeah,
styles are very similar.
yeah. And it would skew kind of towards the goth side of new metal,
Yeah.
which I was always a fan of, still am.
Mhm.
Drain STH is still in rotation for me. So is Laguna.
Sure.
The
Oh,
older stuff
absolutely.
anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lacuna Coil, man, they have been I don't know, man. They do not get the recognition that they deserve.
Mhm.
I've always said that like in my mind, they're as big, if not bigger, as In Flames. And I just saw, I think nothing is In Flames either. They're huge, but it's just like for some reason, like Lacuna Coils is never they're good, they're big, in their own right and stuff, but they just never are talked about or anything, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
just
they started to go kind of, they went heavier, and faster, and it's a different band now. And if memory serves, her and I don't remember the other gentleman's name, Andrea, the other singer, and then the bass player, I can't remember his name. I think
yeah,
they're the only original guys left. Everybody else is new. So new drummer, new guitar player. So like, they kind of went heavier and faster, and
yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And, but when Lacuna Coil came out, when Comalize came out, they were fighting Evanescence.
Oh, sure.
So, it was a lot of Christina and Amy Lee, and Evanescence just became a phenomenon. And I don't know if that did Lacuna any favors.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
who you got? Who's fronting your group?
This is gonna sound really, really weird. Um,
Oh,
I'm telling you, it's gonna be really, really weird. But like,
I'm
I
here
was
for it.
thinking, I was thinking Lacey Sturm from Flyleaf.
Mm,
Because
interesting.
I again, Lacey just has such a wicked voice. Like, it's so different. It was almost like, oh gosh, what was her freaking name? I think she actually got compared to her all the time. There was like a pop singer who like he did Skater Boy and all that stuff from back in the day.
April,
Avril Lavigne. He
Avril
was
Lavigne.
compared
Thank
to
you.
Avril
That was
Lavigne all the
close.
time.
That
Yep,
was
you're
close.
close. And but I don't know, man.
Not really.
I think that Lacey's voice is just so different. And
Mm,
again, I kind of
it's
went more like
distinct.
it's very distinct. I went more like a rap rock kind of vibe and everything. I think
Sure.
Lacey, but again, I think like their Flyleaf's first album on more of the like less, how would you put it, like less iconic songs and more of their kind of B-side stuff or whatever. That's the kind of Lacey Sturm that I really
Yeah.
liked, and I think that that fits well with who I picked.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Mm. It's wild, two different kind of ends
yeah,
of the new metal spectrum there. But see, that's kind of the point, and we've said it,
right,
a bunch before. Like new metal wasn't just one sound,
sure,
and I think we talk about it in a way where it's like, okay, it was a timestamp on the music. And it's like, that's sort of true, but I think it's like a spectrum, right?
yeah,
And it like there's so many different, call them subgenres, I guess, but you had the goth side, you had the rap rock side, the pop side, the
correct,
Biscuits on, Corn, the guys that became really popular, you know, you got the really heavy stuff,
sure.
you know, that was still considered new metal, so there's just a lot that goes into it. And I think, you know, yeah, that's what makes it so interesting. It's diverse in the sound.
It sure does. Yeah, absolutely.